It's Friday night and I have nothing to do. Single. My kids are all grown, out of the house. 3 of them live out of state. 1 of them lives here, but I just spent the evening with them last night with my son and my grandkids, and had fun with that. But tonight it's Friday and I want to do something. Backstory: I dated a guy for 7.5 years, and during those years I neglected my friends and did not make new friends. I had hobbies, my running, outside of this person I was seeing, but I did nothing outside of him. I would work, I would run, and then all my free time was with him. I mean, I would see, my grandkids here and there, but I didn't pursue any other friendships. I didn't go out. If we went out with his friends, because the friends I did have did not like him. My family did not like him, and I made the choice to stay with him for 7.5 years. And now that I'm single, all those years I could have been making friendships and I didn't. When we went out with his friends. So now we're apart and he has his friends. And I have, the few friends I have. But all my friends are married. I'm single. When I go out with them, I'm third wheel. And the 2 couples that I hang out with the most are both out of state this weekend. Both. So I'm sitting in the parking lot here trying to figure out what to do on a Friday night. I can do anything by myself. I'm very comfortable doing anything by myself. I can go sit at a bar by myself. I can go sit at a restaurant by myself. I can go to a movie by myself. I don't like going to the movies, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not out looking for someone. I just want something to do. And I mean, for future, I will possibly go on Meetup and try to find, women things to do. But I tend to be completely different than most women. I'm super duper active in my trail community. I mean, I haven't been lately, and he kind of took me away from that a little bit too. But my choice. I did it. Can't blame him. But I have my trail community, but it's not a huge community, so I think the majority of people are married. I mean, I don't know where all the single women are. Where are you?
Hi, good evening, all my grown ladies. So, dating after 50 is much harder than I thought it was going to be. There's so many obstacles. I'm not sure how to get around it. Do I continue? I don't know, seriously. Make plans with someone and then they cancel last minute, no advance notice. Guy still living at home with a wife, but they're separated. Yeah, right. Living at home with their mom. Unemployed due to COVID, of course. No transportation or EG. What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do? Any advice, ladies, men? Let me know.
Okay, women, I know I'm not alone in this, because here I am, 54 years old, single, right? And yeah, we all have the tools in our drawers, but you drink, you get horny. You smoke weed, you get horny. And then yeah, you could go hook up with some guy, but then you really want the connection because it's so much better. And even sober sex is so much better than being drunk. And it's like, it's like we're just screwed. And I just hate that we can't just be like, I know some women can, and more power to you women that can. And I wish I could just go pick up a guy and get laid and have it just be great. And yeah, see ya. Or find a great friends with benefits that just doesn't stress you out and doesn't want more than what you can give, but is a friend and it's cool. God damn it. I hate being single at 54 sometimes.
I met a guy last night for a drink. And I hope I can get this in 3 minutes because there's a lot to unpack here. I'd only been talking to him maybe a day, if that. And he asked me if I was free last night, and I said yes. And he says, do you want to meet me for a drink? I'm like, okay. He asked me where. I told him. And this seems to be the pattern lately for me, is where I start talking to somebody, and by that night, I'm meeting them. And I do like it this way. In the beginning, I kind of was on the fence about it, but I'm starting to see that there are benefits to doing it this way. So I met him for a drink. You know, honestly, I was really having a good time. The conversation was good. He was funny. He had a sense of humor. And I don't know, maybe an hour or so into the date, he put his hand on my thigh and starts rubbing my thigh. And I looked at him and I said, could you please take your hand off my thigh? He's like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. He says, I am a very touchy-feely type person. And when I'm, you know, having a good time and liking somebody, it's just a habit. And I looked at him and I said, it's a little presumptuous for you to assume that a woman's just going to be okay with you doing that. And I wasn't being rude. I was just being firm. And he looks at me and he says, well, you don't have to be bitchy about it. And I was like, wow. I got up, and this bar isn't very big. I didn't want to make a big scene, but I was not going to walk away from that without telling him how I felt. And I looked at him and I said, I am never going to have a man call me bitchy or a bitch because you're putting your hands on me. Thank you. Thank you for showing me exactly who you are as a person, so I do not waste one more minute on you. And he has a daughter. And I told him, I said, the day your daughter comes home and tells you that she's been in a situation like this, I hope then you will see how you make women feel. I threw $10 on the bar and walked out. As I was walking out, I realized that the whole bar had just heard that whole conversation. I mean, at that point, what am I going to do? I walked out, and I know there's going to be a lot of women that are going to come on this video and say, stop dating. What are you doing? Stop wasting your time. This is the way I look at it. Until it starts affecting me emotionally, where I start questioning my worth, my value, what's wrong with me, I will continue dating. And I don't put a lot of effort into this. If somebody messages me and they seem interesting, I'm going to meet them and see what happens. But in those in-between times where I'm not talking to anybody, I am just going to live my life and just keep doing the things I love. And go be amazing.
So when people say they're on the market at 53, I'm more likely on the clearance rack than anything else.
Hi everyone, here is part 1 of dating in your 50s. So it's probably one of the most difficult things I think going. Dating in your 50s on these, dating sites and apps is like trying to figure out the friggin' Rubik's Cube from the 80s. It's impossible. It's impossible and it's frustrating. And I just want to take the phone and slam it up against the wall. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's so hard to find somebody. Is it that everybody's completely broken? I don't want to go on a date and hear about, 3 hours of why your wife left you or why you left your wife. No. Ask me some questions. People sit there and they say nothing. How could you not have anything to say? I'm meeting you for the first time and you've got nothing. I hear crickets. You should have 10 million questions to ask. Right off the bat. Done. Bye-bye. See you later. Now, I'm an independent woman. I own my own business. I work hard. I like to do fun things. I like kayaking. I like boating. I like to go paintballing. I've gone hatchet throwing. I've done Spartan races. I had a guy tell me once that because I did those things that I participated in extremely violent extracurricular activities. Are you serious? Are you serious? And what do you do for fun? I'll tell you what he did. He collected autographs. Nothing wrong with that. However, do not tell me that because I like to be active and do fun things, that those are extremely violent extracurricular activities. All right. So you know what? All I'm saying is I am taking applications. Taking applications now. if you are single, if you're in the New Jersey area and you like